Nationwide indefinite strike amounts to violation of court order. Attorney General Fagbemi writes Nigerian organized labor. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post hot juicy news updates, please click on the notification bell. The NLC stance came at a united action front of civil society and organized platform of civil society groups and activists announced a seat in favor of the indefinite strike. The Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, and Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi, on Thursday said the plan by the Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, and the Trade Union Congress, TUC, to embark on indefinite strike from October 3rd was a violation of a subsisting order and disregard to the integrity of the court. Sahara reporters that earlier reported that the NLC confirmed that no agreement was reached with the Nigerian government to postpone the indefinite strike slated to begin next Tuesday. This was made known in a statement issued by the NLC's Head of Information and Public Affairs, Mr. Benson Upa, revealing further that no meetings with the government had been scheduled, which could lead to suspension of the proposed strike. The NLC stance came as the United Action Front of Civil Society, an organized platform of civil society groups and activists, announced a seat in favor of the indefinite strike. However, in a letter to the NLC and TUC and Femi Falana, Fagbemi asked the organized labor to respect the June 5th order issued by the National Industrial Court restraining both Nigeria Labour Congress NLC and Trade Union Congress TUC from embarking on any industrial action over fuel subsidy removal and related issues. Fagbemi asked Falana to prevail on his client to respect the order of a court and allow room for ongoing negotiations between parties on how to address the challenges associated with the fuel subsidy removal. According to the letter, he affirmed that from the communique issued by the NLC after its National Executive Council meeting on August 31st and the September 26th joint communique by the President of the NLC and TUC, it was obvious that the proposed strike action was premised principally in furtherance of issues connected with the removal of fuel subsidy, hike in fuel price, and consequent matters of making provisions for palliatives and workers' welfare. The AGF said the foregoing will afford parties more room for further mutual engagement for a holistic and unsustainable resolution of all outstanding issues on this matter in the overall national interest. Meanwhile, copies of a letter have also been sent to the Minister of Labour and Employment, the Chief of Staff to the President, the National Security Advisor, the Inspector General of Police, and the Director General of State Security Service. So wetin we dey see here be say this man dey come outside, dey talk say make dem no carry out the make dem no begin on the 3rd of October because dem get wetin dem dey cook for down. That what's it called that? Okay. That he affirmed that the communique issued by the NLC after its National Executive Council meeting, they don't do one meeting before, both for August 31st and September 26th, that the proposed strike action was premised principally in furtherance of issues connected with the removal of fuel subsidy, whatever, You understand? Say make them hold on first. This is what I'm going to tell to NLC. Even NLC people and TUC people, these people, they're not there for me. They're not sincere. They are people that they will talk about strike action to just get the attention. The meaning of strike is, for some Nigerians, striking is the way they get the attention of the government, and then the government now calls them. But to me, for government where they sing, government will be say they work, they sing. If they people are rented, they are not supposed to. You're not supposed to be until strike happen. They're supposed to reach out to the government, both the Nigerian Labour Congress, both the trade unions, organization, those trade unions. They're supposed to reach the government, communicate their whatever to the government, communicate. And I want to believe this thing is not just about palliative. People are not talking about palliative at this point. It is getting too difficult for Nigerians to breathe. That's just the truth. Nigerians are going through a lot. In the history of Nigeria, I don't think I have ever read anywhere where dollar became 1,000 to 1, as in 1,000 naira to $1. For where it be. For where it be. And I don't think I've ever heard, never have I heard in the history of Nigeria that fuel was sold for 617 naira. The highest we have heard it is 200 before, these governments came in and they started saying for 160 whatever. And it was, still high. Oga, nothing we won't tell us. This is not about palliative. What will your one model of rice or one derica of beans or one pint of rice and your sachet groundnut oil and your tomato paste, sachet of tomato paste, what will it do with your how many cubes of seasoning? I beg, this is not what you're talking about here. This is not palliative. Why I am even angry at this point is that these people removed the so-called subsidy and then they gifted themselves 114 increments in their salaries. Like, alaye, we dey complain say these people, we dey complain say these people they earn so much and we earn so little. We dey complain, workers are already complaining even before they remove the subsidy. That's how are they going to be coping? You now not carry the people for mind at all. Very self-centered people, 90 for that government. And even the so-called trade, this thing, I don't even trust them. If you call some people now, we be saying that them bioga, call them, use better envelope, give them like $50,000, or give them like 20, or give them like $50,000. They will carry the money. Yes, they will go. They will carry the money and they will go and say that. Then you will be say follow them do strike. You will now be left looking useless. You don't know what they did during that ASU strike. They strike for how many months? At the end of the day, they can't still. At the end of the day, nothing. I'm not sure say they still fulfill. I'm not sure say they fulfill what's it called. They achieve their aim of that strike because they call it they can't quit them. It doesn't make sense. So yes, me I go tell NLC what's it called. People will say one job. They made them make sure say number one, then communicate to the government within it be. And it is not a matter of palliative. Nobody say tomorrow now, some faction is saying palliative, some faction is saying, make things they stabilize. People are more concerned about make fuel. Even imagine, I never even imagined that there'll be a time in this country people will be saying at least make fuel be 250, 300. At least make dollar be 300. Ha! I know believe. But now at this point, now we see people want. People are not comfortable. We want to, even if you start to share the rice from now to next year. Okay? You no solve any problem. If you still go market since they high. And like I said, the government are not even doing enough to come and be telling you how much you're going to run your business. I don't mean the government is investing so much. If they can't knock for your door, so yeah, say this thing, make sure you don't pass this price. You go listen. But these governments, nobody send anybody, papa. So me, now my money I use by markets. Let me go talk as I go use seller. Alright, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time. Enjoy.